Hello, my name is Zero, and welcome to the wonderful world of the Pittsburgh Circus culture. Do you want me to look at you or the camera?
Would you call yourself the ringleader?
I don't like that term. You don't like that term? No, the term ringleader, I don't like. I don't wear the hat, I don't tell people what to do, I don't have a whip. My name is Jason Kieran. I'm the artistic director of the Pittsburgh Circus Arts Collaborative. I am their contact juggler, and I do the invoices and the contracts, social media, everything. Zero is a juggler. He is the mime fool. He gets to dress up, play with the ball, convince children and adults alike that magic exists. So it's just like, yeah, I got the magic ball going on. PCAC has, I want to say, 20 active members. That ranges from mimes to jugglers to stilt walkers to acrobats to contortionists to etc. We are a pop-up circus. We are a personalized carnival, originally formed as a branch of a wedding entertainment company, but we still do weddings. We don't have employees. We have independent contractors. We have sideshows that we reach out to. We have aerialists that we reach out to. We have drag queens that we reach out to. Every kind of circus artist, and they're just scattered throughout Pittsburgh. I like the idea of the Pittsburgh Circus Arts Collaborative being this thing that weaves a thread through all of them and then just...
My name is Joseph Kerr. I am the co-founder and number 2 for the, no, don't go with that. I am the pyromancer of the Pittsburgh Circus Arts Collaborative. Everything fire related, eating fire, breathing fire, fire flow. Recently I became a top 10 fire eater in the world. Doing it for about 6 years, so it's about time. I started off as a magician when I was 15, and I did that for about 4 years. It was just too boring. Fire is something that's, dangerous, it's captivating. All you have to do is walk into a place, light up a torch, you instantly have people's attention. It's power, it's raw power. The transfer is where you transfer the flame from one torch to another torch without the torches touching. So I could do a finger transfer, tongue transfer. Fire eating is actually the easiest thing that you can do. You just put the torch in your mouth, snuffs out the oxygen, torch goes out. Probably end with that. Maybe just end with a huge, big breath of fire up into the air.
Mr. and Mrs. Sean Bowler.
Don't try this at home, by the way.
Yeah, he's my right-hand man. I couldn't do it without him. Best fire breather in the world. A little short.
I'm Lia, or Impulse. I'm Queen of the Rings. I take 1 or up to 4 hoops and spin them on my body. And sometimes they're on fire, sometimes it's like crazy LED patterns, sometimes it's LED and fire together. But I can hula hoop on my nose all the way down to my toes. 5 years ago, I went to a festival, saw people hula hooping, and I picked it up. Before I knew it, I was eating fire and setting things on fire, and part of this really amazing group of people that have become my family over the years.
Not only is she the best hula hoop artist I ever met, she's the artist that's down there with the kids. The PCAC performs at the Children's Museum, I think, about once or twice a year. We do workshops, we juggle with them, we hoop with them. We want these kids to grow up to be circus freaks like us.
I do a lot of different things in my act. Elements of miming, classic clowning, physical theater. I kind of just get weird.
If you need help with your juggling, this is the man you want to know. Orion the Amazing.
I left home when I was 17 and I started riding freight trains and hitchhiking across the country. So I was working odd jobs, but I learned to juggle in my free time. I saw other street performers and I was like, this is a viable option. I started juggling on the street. People would put the money in the hat, instant gratification. Found that clowning was actually a lot more popular and a lot less hard in some respects than juggling because I just made people laugh. And I very much believe that if you are interacting with an audience, it's not enough to I'm gonna pick up these juggling clubs and I'm gonna juggle. That is one kind of act. But I love an act where you come onto a stage and you pick up a juggling club and go, what is this? And the audience also goes, I don't know, what is that? And you can look at them and say, well, what are we gonna do with this? And you can do it as a very grumpy, skeptical person, like, I don't like it at all. Or you can do it as like, whoa, this is amazing. You don't even have to do any tricks. If you make the audience believe who you are, you just bring them along for the ride.
I started contortion by doing yoga, and then slowly it became not yoga anymore. I'll do a lot of chin and chest stands and lots of extreme back bending. Hand balancing on high hand balancing canes. Chest stands where I'll be pulling my feet right by my face and do a box spring. I find calm in those cramped positions.
As far as all the people in the groups that we have worked with, I could not recall all of them off the top of my head. The Icky Vicky Brokenhearted sideshow, it's great. Pain is her life. Watch me inflict pain on myself so that you don't have to do it to yourself.
You know sideshow is about science, not magic, right?
Sideshow is very much like that, that pain element, that shock element.
My name is Danger Dave. I run the Stolen Stitches sideshow, one of Pittsburgh's last remaining classic 10-in-1 sideshows. While the circus goes with the glamorous, high-flying acts, sideshow goes with the more raw, real, very dangerous acts. One of the most classic acts in sideshow is called eye socket lifting. What you take is 2 eye socket hooks. You take this little pocket right in your eyelid here. And there, and essentially you pull and lift different objects, from weights to chairs, different objects like that. That's something we like to try to scare and inspire at the same time.
This is Iron City Circus Arts. We are a circus school and performance company here in the South Side. Some people come in here with no background at all. We get former dancers, gymnasts, rock climbers.
We have a little bit of circus for everybody. All of our intro classes are mixed apparatus to give people a chance to try everything. After that, people can either pick, oh, I really love hoop and trapeze, or silks are more my thing. I feel like it's a really good tool for growth. Students use this as a way to overcome fears and to prove to themselves time and time again, yeah, I can do that thing. That was really hard.
We started working with PCAC once Zero took over. He focuses primarily on ground entertainment and we're more up in the air. And we realized by combining our powers, we have this whole circus with so many possibilities of things we can create. For the past 2 years, we have put on a circus version of the Nutcracker. Our goal with the show was to incorporate ground acts like juggling and hand balancing, but then also aerial acts. Essentially, take the show to a whole new height. Ah, you guys see what I did? Sorry.
We've got me, we've got Joker, we've got Orion. It's going to be wonderful. Why circus arts instead of some other art form? I like sparking that little hope of magic into people.
It truly is like an adrenaline rush.
Clown workshops are probably the most I've cried in my life because you really touch on parts of yourself that you don't know are there.
You get out of your head and into your body, which is so good for you, but you can do it in a way where you can be creative and that you could, make somebody smile or make somebody feel something.
That one's for Lia, and then that one there is for Zero. They do mean a lot to me. So a lot of people like to say, some of the best in the world, or we're doing things never before seen. The Pittsburgh Circus Arts Collaborative, we are actually doing things that no one has done before.
I think a lot of Pittsburgh might not even know we exist. And I think they will. I think they should.
Yeah, we want everybody to feel the magic that we do.